So Elizabeth, beautiful woman, came for prayer after 3 failed marriages. She always married the wrong guy, a jerk, a drunk, a bum. And of course, they treated her that way, and these marriages fell apart. So she came for prayer, and they asked, well, tell me about your father. Well, nothing seemed to be indicating that the cause was the father, her relationship with her father. But on a third day or fourth meeting, she came in and said, I do not have a father. I do not have a father. And they asked, well, what are you saying? What's going on? She had been adopted. And the man she called her father was not her gender, wasn't the one who gave her birth, but the man that her mother married afterwards. But we asked, well, have you ever met your father? Yeah, she had. When she was 18, she met her father for the first time. He was a drunk and a bum. So the person praying with her saw a bitter root in there, but she didn't see it at all. She never met this. She met this guy once. She had pity for him, but not hatred or unforgiveness or anything. But her mother told her that when she was carrying this man, her father, would beat her while she carried Elizabeth in her womb. He would beat her. And one day the mother said, you get out of my life, I hate you, never come back again. And he left and never came back. But when she was born, well, she was ambivalent. Now, a child knows what's going on in the mother's womb. We know that from deep psychology that people remember everything. Even if they can't form it, they can't express it, but everything's there. Everything you've lived is there. It's inside you somewhere. Nothing is removed unless it's removed by prayer. And, well, she had a deep need for her father. A deep need for her father. But he was a bum and a drunk. But he was mean to her mother. So she was ambivalent about her father. And any time a good man would come close to her and be good to her, she would react to it. But if a bum came along and a tramp and a violent man came along, well, she felt more drawn to him because this guy was more like her father. And she'd marry these men. And of course, disaster after disaster in each of these marriages. The good guy didn't have a chance because of her bitterroot judgment. Now she said this can't be the case. This happened before her birth. So it can't be the case, he said. Well, then the person praying with her, the prayer leader, said, well, just repeat after me. In the name of Jesus, I forgive my father for the way he treated my mother and for having left a family. She says, she began to tremble. I can't say that. I can't say that. Do you see it? That is the root cause. That is it. You can't say it because it's there. So she did say it, and then we prayed for her healing, that she forgave her father. She repented of this bitter root against her father from the time of her mother's womb. She always had it in her, but never recognized it. And then everything changed after she got rid of it at that moment and was set free. She could now be attracted to gentle men, where before she couldn't. Isn't that something? Eh? What bitter roots do to our lives, they put us in a box.